Welcome to Peace in the Valley, where adventure starts at home. Today I'm making lunch for Angel and I as we're about ready to have our anniversary dinner, and we're having a special video this night. Thank you, Lord, for this good day. Thank you for this. We have an interesting show for you today. Yes, I made lunch, and I'm sure it's going to be very good. But this is going to be our anniversary edition.
Yep.
And our anniversary edition is because we got married a while back, and we just had our anniversary this past week. So we're going to have a good time, but we're going to eat at the same time. So we'll be back with you in a minute. How's the eggs?
Pretty good. Did you use the milk or the half and half?
How's the eggs?
I use whatever's in the bread.
Okay, we are here and we're going to have some fun. We hope it's going to be fun. It may bring up bad memories. But this is our anniversary edition, and we are going to play a little bit of a game that we are going to have several questions on here, and I am going to guess Angel's likes and dislikes, mainly likes, and she's going to guess mine. And then after we're done, we're going to have a last part of the game where we go and get a couple of items in the house or around here, and we have to guess what that is for. And there's an interesting story behind that, but we'll tell it to you later. Anyhow, we're going to start off first with...
We should tell them when our anniversary was and what we did on our anniversary. When was our
That's on our question
on our
4.
question
That's on our question 4.
Well, we should make that number 1.
Okay. Number 1, go ahead and read it.
What did we do for our 25th wedding anniversary? By the way, this is our 26th anniversary. So what did we do for our 25th?
Okay. Yeah, you're right. That wasn't really on there.
Our 25th.
What was the question again? Oh, it's already on there. Okay. What did we do for our 20... Okay.
What was our original plan, and then what did we end up doing?
Okay. If I have this right, our original plan last year, 2021, was to go to Scotland.
That was always our plan.
That was our plan.
To Scotland for our 25th wedding anniversary.
And 2020 kind of messed that up, especially with the mandates and the COVID restrictions that have come along since then.
It just wasn't feasible. We'd have to quarantine for 2 weeks when we got there, and we only had 2 weeks to go, so...
It just seemed like it was not meant to be.
Yeah.
So instead, it was right at the beginning of the year, must have been the first or second week, Julia calls us up. That's our daughter. Julia calls us up, and she's at, where at? She's at Fort Lee, Virginia.
Yeah, she was in Virginia.
She was at Fort Lee, Virginia, because she's in the Army National Guard, and she says, Dad, you need to buy some land up in Maine.
I saw this property in Maine, and you need to go buy it.
Well, Maine is kind of a long way from Ohio, especially northwest Ohio. So, but it did get us thinking.
Yeah, we looked at it, and it was beautiful.
It was beautiful. She says, well, how about Virginia then? And I was like, well, Virginia's getting closer than Maine. Then she says, well...
Just start looking.
Just start looking. And we did. That night, after talking to Julia, we found a place on the internet. We did a search down in Kentucky. And the price was excellent. In fact, it seemed like it was too good to be true.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times when something is too good to be true,
It usually is.
it usually is. And I think it was the next weekend we decided that we would...
No, it was 2 weekends because we talked to the realtor first. And then she's like, well, you need to come down and see it.
It was before inauguration, though. It was after January 6th, and it was before the inauguration.
Which was the 20th.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So, it was right around the beginning to mid-January, and it was very quickly. It was like a week and a half from the time we found it, we went and actually looked at it.
Mm-hmm.
And fell in love with this swamp ground with the mountain.
Mm-hmm. 5 mountains.
5 mountains. Okay, so that is what we did with our 25th anniversary. That is something we both agree on as far as what has happened. I can actually remember somewhat of a year ago. So, we're going to move on from there. That's what we did for our 25th anniversary. We then put an offer in a week or two after.
Mm-hmm.
We got back. We reviewed the drone footage and just kept talking about it. We prayed about it. And that's kind of all that happened. It just took place. It was great.
Yeah.
Question number 1. What is my favorite movie, series, show? And if you want to break that down into, you could do either or both. So what is that? I'll ask the first one.
Okay. Okay, man, I can't remember the title of it. The one with the one-armed man. What's the name of that movie? With Harrison Ford. Am I right? But I can't remember the title.
This is difficult because I've got a lot of favorite movies. You're talking about The Fugitive.
The Fugitive.
I do like The Fugitive.
Well, it would
movie.
either be The Fugitive, Maverick, or shoot. What's the other one you like to watch? I don't know. You like to watch all those war movies where people are dying and getting shot up.
How often do I actually watch those?
Every time I come home from something, you've got Hacksaw Ridge in or something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. TV series. I know this.
Well, it doesn't have to be. It could be a mini series.
No.
Okay.
I think Frasier is your favorite series.
Okay, Frasier is.
You had something else in your head, didn't you?
Well, okay.
Oh, you had that for show, didn't you? That was your favorite show.
Could be. It could be.
Your favorite series then would probably be Hatfields and McCoys.
Miniseries, yeah. Okay, Hatfields and McCoys. That's one of my favorites. The one with Kevin Costner. I do like that movie.
He did a phenomenal job.
And that's kind of what got us interested in Kentucky.
It is. It's true.
There's a lot of story there. So now it's my turn to guess your favorite.
I'm too predictable.
Show. I don't know. Okay. Well, first of all, movie, that would be an extremely difficult one as far as me because I change moods. I mean, Angel's right. There's times where I want to watch one of the war movies, and next time it might be something completely different.
Sabrina.
Yeah, Sabrina or Last Crusade, or there's I've got lots of favorite ones, and it depends on the artistic quality, the story writing. Yeah. Okay, so my turn now. Angel's favorite movie has to be a movie that is written by Jane Austen. Okay, and so it's going to be one of her Jane Austen movies, probably Pride and Prejudice.
Yeah, you got that one.
I got it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Your favorite...
But which Pride and Prejudice?
This is
No, I'm just
it was
teasing.
painful just to watch it.
Oh no.
Are we done? Is this the end?
Oh, I don't know. That's my big deal breaker.
Okay. I honestly can't give you the year of when it came out, any of them, but I can tell you.
Okay. I can't exactly.
I can tell you that Indiana Jones came out in 1981, 1984, I think, and then 1989, the real ones. Okay, next. Favorite series. I'm gonna say it's Once Upon a Time.
I really like Once Upon a Time.
What is it? Is it Once Upon a Time? That's my final answer.
It's a struggle between Once Upon a Time and Lost.
You hated Lost.
I hated how they ended Lost. Writers, if you ever watched this video, what were you thinking?
I don't like how the Frasier ended, though. Okay, your favorite show. Your favorite show might be Golden Girls.
I really like Golden Girls, but I wouldn't say it was my favorite.
Okay.
But I really enjoyed it. No, my favorite show. You want another guess?
No. I might say Frasier. I mean,
I did really like Frasier. That was really good. It's hard to know a favorite show because
Sometimes you just get in this thing where you have to watch all these shows and you love them. But
yeah, probably Full House. That was
Full House.
yeah.
The original or
The original one.
Okay,
Mhm.
the original Full House. Okay, so I think we each got 2 points on the one, and I lost on the.
You guys can keep scoring those.
Yeah, you guys can keep score, but I think Angel's 1 point ahead right now. Okay, next topic.
Favorite food/dessert.
Do we want this to be food and dessert, or do we want this combined into one?
I'm gonna do both.
Both?
Yeah, because I think I got yours.
Okay. Your favorite. I'll go first.
I don't know. You go through these weird phases where you fixate on one thing for like weeks at a time, and then you're done with it forever. And
I eat it for the year.
or whatever. But,
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'm going to even guess it right, but I think I have a guess for you.
Okay. Your favorite food.
Hard. I'm not even sure what my favorite food is. Oh yes, you know what my favorite food is.
Crab Rangoon.
When we're eating out, sure. Oh, it's good stuff.
Okay. Favorite dessert is a
You can just be simple.
double fudge hot chocolate sundae.
Anything chocolate.
Anything
I'll
chocolate?
give that
Okay.
to you.
Okay.
You can be
Okay.
simple with me.
Okay. Okay.
If it's chocolate, it's my favorite.
Okay. Favorite food then. I'll revisit that one then.
Not a
Is
dish per se. It's just a food.
pizza.
I do like pizza.
Okay. What
I
is
would
it?
call it my favorite.
Okay.
Potatoes.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I like them.
I know.
Let's go Lord of the Rings here.
Lord of the Rings, mashed, boiled.
Stick them in a stew.
Yeah. Potatoes just work for everything. French fries.
Chips.
Chips. Steak and onion chips. Oh, that's not yours. Okay.
I like it hard.
Okay. Go ahead.
Alright.
What's mine?
What's your favorite food? I'm gonna have to say chili is your favorite food, because anytime I say, "What do you want for dinner?" 3 out of 4 times you say chili.
Is that because we're recording in the wintertime? Right here.
No, because you've asked me to make chili when it's been 90 degrees out. But is it your favorite, or is it just what sounds good at that time? Why does it? Always
Okay.
sound good?
I'll give you that. Yeah, chili. And well, I like it because it's hot tomatoes, hot tomato juice.
You do.
I love hot tomato juice. It thoroughly gives me peace. I mean, it is like the ultimate drink. That is funny because we don't have this on here, but what's your favorite vegetable? So, not yours. That's the question.
For you?
Yes.
What's your favorite vegetable?
Yeah.
Your favorite vegetable is probably the tomato.
Probably tomatoes, but I hate ketchup. I don't like ketchup.
I like ketchup.
And what is your favorite vegetable? It's obviously ketchup.
Just because I put it on everything.
Okay. Your favorite vegetable is probably green beans.
I do love
Or
green
corn.
beans. No, green beans.
Green beans. Yeah.
They're my favorite.
Okay. Question number 3. This kind of gets back to it. When were we married and what do you remember about?
Like our marriage week or the day
Yes,
of
marriage
our
week, honeymoon, whatever.
Exactly 7 days before we got married, Bryce had the worst flu. Like the flu. He was high fever. He was delirious. I came over.
I don't even remember.
No, because you were delirious. I went over to your parents' house after work. I worked at a grocery store, and I drove over there because I had called to see how you were, and your mom said he's not doing well. He's pretty sick. He's laying on the couch watching DuckTales. So I go over, and here you are.
DuckTales might be my favorite TV show.
On the couch in a blanket, and you have
If you haven't shown your kids DuckTales, they need to watch it.
Yeah.
Okay.
He had a Kleenex stuck up his nose because his nose was running. And he had just a pile of them littered all over the floor. And here's his brother sitting there on the floor, like beside his pile of nasty tissues, and they're all watching DuckTales. So I go over and I sit by him like, well, are you all right?
And you still decided to marry me? You saw how I am when I'm sick?
So that was great.
Okay, well, here's one of my memories. We got married on February 3rd, 1996.
Yes, we did.
Very, very cold weekend.
Yeah.
And we got married at the Antwerp Church of Christ, now known as Riverside Christian Church. And we drove right afterwards. We had our cake and stuff in Amish country, Grabill, in Indiana. And then we went straight down to Nashville, Indiana. And we stayed at where?
The Artist Colony Inn.
The Artist Colony Inn. And in fact, it just opened, I think.
Yeah.
It was actually...
They had renovated it and it was new at that time.
I think, well, the building was new. Because that was not an old building.
Oh, true.
It was not an old building. Well, we went down, we stayed there. And of course, for a couple of people who just got married, barely had jobs. Well, we had jobs, but of course, you're in debt a lot because you're trying to buy a house and get settled in because my job is to make sure my family's taken care of, and when that responsibility is given to you all of a sudden, you just don't have any money. Unlike the Amish who, they have everything built and ready when they get married. Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
But I remember we drove down in your mom's Chevy Corsica.
Yeah.
I think we were going to buy that.
Yeah.
Ended up having problems later, like right after we got back.
Yeah.
But we took down a bottle of Welch's non-alcoholic sparkling grape juice.
Yeah, we did.
We didn't drink or anything like that.
Well, we were only 18 and 19, so
18 and 19. Yeah, it wasn't legal, and not only that, but we grew up in families where we had seen that alcohol can be destructive.
Yeah.
Well, we drove down there, which took about 3.5, 4 hours. It had snowed earlier, but it was just cold. It was like the high was 0 that day.
Wind chills of negative 25 or something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was like record wind chills.
It was really cold, really cold. And we got down there and we opened up the trunk of the car and the bottle had burst. The bottle and it was like slushy, a slushy in the back of the trunk. And when you take a submarine or a ship out the first time, the bottle has to break or you have bad luck. And our bottle broke. We didn't even try. So that's how we knew it was going to be a success.
That's how. Oh, hey, we'll go with that. I like that.
The bottle
that,
broke,
yeah.
and that's how it was. Okay, so next is, where did we meet? You can ask me, and I'll ask you. The problem is I don't remember a lot.
He's got a few holes in his memory.
I have a lot of my memory's like Swiss cheese. My brain. Okay, so
when did we meet, or when did I first see you?
that's up to you,
Okay.
because we each have our own story. So this is going to be
Bryce's recollection.
my recollection on this is really only from people telling me.
Oh, okay.
So I remember what you have told me
Uh-huh.
a lot of. I believe that we met at a campfire. That was a party for Bible Bowl or something. Did we meet there?
It wasn't for Bible Bowl.
What was it?
It was for your cousin Katrina's birthday party.
Which one's her birthday?
It was in August.
Oh. Okay. And I think that's where we first met.
Mm-hmm.
Is that
Yeah.
right? Okay. And
There was a bonfire going out in the back.
obviously the lighting wasn't very good because Angel, fell in love with me. And there was no alcohol, so that's not
What
part
were
of
we,
it.
15 and 16 at that time?
Probably 15 and 16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were just kids.
Yeah.
We're still kids.
She's good looking, that's for sure. Okay, so what do you remember?
Well, the first time I remember seeing you for the very first time, I think
I probably was 13, and I had spent the night at Katrina's house because you guys lived right beside each other. They lived at the top of the hill, and then you guys lived down the hill a little ways. And we were sitting, it was a Sunday morning, and we were sitting on the couch eating some cereal.
Was it wintertime?
I don't remember if it was
Okay.
winter or not, but we were eating our breakfast, getting ready. We had gotten ready for church, and we were eating before we went to church. And all of a sudden, I was sitting in the living room, and I was facing like the doorway that headed towards the kitchen. And all of a sudden, this guy walks through, and I'm like, Katrina has a little brother. Well, I mean, they're adults and old now. Sorry, guys, if you're listening and watching. But he was a little kid at that time,
time, like probably, I don't know, 8 or 9. But anyway, I'm like, this was like a guy walks through.
I go, Katrina, a guy just walked through your kitchen. And he's like, what are you talking about, Dad? I said, no, that was not your dad. And she's like, okay. So she walks out there and she comes back in and she goes, oh, that's just Bryce. And she was like all put out and offended by it. I said, well, who's Bryce? He's my cousin. And she was like, oh, okay.
Okay, so that's Angel's recollection of first seeing me, and my recollection of first seeing her. Not too bad for 26 years now.
Later.
Yeah. What was our first date? This is Angel's question.
This is my question. I want to see if you remember.
Do you remember anything like surrounding that time frame at least?
I probably will if you give me a clue, but let's see if I can figure this out first.
Well, we were in school, and it was after the first Bible Bowl. So those are...
Our first date. Well, being in Amish country, the first date is usually to the dairy suite.
It wasn't to the dairy
It wasn't
suite.
to the dairy suite.
No, because I think you had just finished working there, and I was getting ready to start working there, so we weren't really into the dairy suite at the time, I think.
Right. Okay.
The dairy suite's it was a seasonal, well,
No.
it used to be seasonal.
It was all year when we
Was
were...
it all year?
Mhm.
Okay, well,
I
it
worked
was
in
a
there in the
little
wintertime, I
diner
remember.
that had American fare and ice cream, soft serve ice cream. So that's the dairy suite.
Okay. First date. We went to a movie.
Nope. That was our first kiss.
We went to a movie.
Okay. What was it? The Rocketeer? No, that would have been too old. But not The Rocketeer.
Surely you remember the name of this movie. We were so bored we had to kiss through it.
Age of Innocence.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yes.
Good. See, you've got
That
some
is
memory
like
left.
one of the worst.
Okay. Now
Oh
our
my goodness.
first date.
Maybe we should actually watch that movie again.
Yeah, we might like it now.
We might
since
like
we're
it.
old.
Since,
It was Winona
or
Ryder
we
played in
can,
it.
or we can start kissing again.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, our first date was a Friday, October 25th, 1993. It was the sectional opener football, Leo versus Woodland.
Oh yes, I remember that. It was at Woodland,
It
wasn't
was
it?
at Woodland.
Okay.
And remember the first
Woodland
half
High
we sat
School.
on Woodland's side,
And
the
the second
half
half
we
we
sat on Leo's side.
And isn't that where I met Jennifer?
Yeah.
Jenny,
Yeah.
who
My best friend on
your
the
best
planet.
your best friend, and I remember Jenny. She was always fun,
Yeah, we like it.
and I'm sure she still is. I just haven't seen her in so long.
No.
We need to look Jenny Foot up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and what is our favorite Bible verse and passage?
Oh.
Okay, I think that your favorite Bible verse and passage is. Proverbs 31.
You'd like it to be, wouldn't you?
Let's see.
That's a good verse. We're just joking. I wrote a sermon about it several years ago.
Let's see. I'm not sure. Matthew 7. No, what is it?
Micah 6:8.
Micah 6.
What does the Lord require of you? But to act justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God.
Okay. And what about mine?
Yours, I'm not sure because we made a family verse when the kids were little of Ecclesiastes 12:13 and 14. I don't know if that would be your favorite or not. Battery?
Yeah, battery. Okay. I'm guessing. I don't know, maybe it overheated. We also used the family verse in Joshua when we first moved to Antwerp. Which one was that?
As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord.
Yeah, that was one of them. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. And then I would say Ecclesiastes is the verse that I really like. And not that there's a lot of others. I love the parables. I love Matthew 5, 6, 7, and just the parables.
The parable of the weeds.
I like the parable of the weeds. I also like the parable of the unfaithful servant, or that's very confusing because the master praised him because he ended up using worldly wealth to gain friends. And then there's also the passage in Ecclesiastes that Angel was talking about is about whatever you do it for the Lord.
Yeah. My memory, I wanted to look that up and read it because it's such a good one.
So one of the things that we have done in our family, in our life, has been to follow Scripture. And I have not always done that to the best of my ability. I have not always been, I have definitely not been perfect. And I have treated Angel poorly at times, but I always love her.
Vice versa.
And we always have to acknowledge that there's room for forgiveness, no matter what. There's no such thing as cancel culture in our house. Canceling people is an absolute terrible thing to do, and it burns bridges instead of builds bridges. And what we need right now is to build bridges and reconcile, because that's how marriages last. There is no such thing as a perfect marriage, and if there is, you're a liar. And that's one thing. But what's that passage say?
The end of the matter has all been heard. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. For God will bring every deed into judgment, including every secret thing, whether good or evil.
And that brings another movie back in. What movie was that quoted in?
Frankenstein.
Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Okay.
With Helena Bonham Carter.
Yep.
That was a good one.
Very, very good one. Okay, we'll be back in just a minute, and we're going to bring some of our favorite items in to have to see if we can figure these out as the fun part of our anniversary edition. Okay, I have my jacket on because I have stuff hidden in my jacket. We're going to play the next game, and that is we're going to have to tell what something is. So, you go first. No, I'll go first. I'll go first. Okay. What is this? Just so anybody can see it. Okay.
I already told it.
Yep.
It's dirty.
Everything we have is dirty.
Is that broken on, like, from use, or is that on purpose? That part.
This part? No, it's not supposed to be that.
Okay. I have two guesses.
Okay.
First one, it's one of those painting tools where you can paint straight lines above door frames and stuff.
Nope. Okay.
Second one is on the saw to use to push stuff along.
You got it. Okay.
Yeah.
That's to keep your hands safe.
Well, they have a painting one that's similar to that, don't they?
You had some gimmicky thing that we tried. It never worked. Had a little hose.
Yeah.
That you could supposed to. Work? Yeah, it never worked. Okay, but
that must have been.
Yeah, this is to help you push wood through to keep your hands safe on the table saw.
So those marks is probably where it got too close to the saw.
Yeah, it's where my fingers would have been cut.
Woo! Okay.
So it did its job.
Okay.
Okay, your turn.
My turn.
I'm gonna do this one first. What is this?
What the heck is this? It's hard or firm.
It is very firm. I'm not actually sure what's inside. I can't remember.
Does it tell me? It's made in China.
What is it?
Its content is wood dust.
Okay, it's wood dust. I wasn't sure. It has to be super firm.
For its purpose.
Okay, I've got an idea.
Okay.
It is something that you keep between your knees when you're doing exercises so that your knees don't don't rub each other and when you're doing some yoga crap.
That's a
stuff yoga.
That's a really good guess, but no, that's not what it is.
Okay, what is it?
It's called a tailor's ham. Would that help you decide what
you stick needles in it? Kind of like
no,
those
but
old
you could.
pin cushions?
I mean, it could be used for a pin cushion, but no. A tailor's ham is whenever you're you need to iron or mend something that has like a curve, like a poofy sleeve, or like a waistline that's real poofy, like a fancy dress. You put that underneath it and it spreads out where it's gathered, so you can get a good mend or a good.
Okay, my turn.
I knew this one would be fun.
Okay, that's one for Angel and none for me.
Wait. I know what this is. This is for your guitar.
Okay, but you got to tell me the name.
Oh man, I don't know the name.
What is this?
Is that a capo?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
It looks different than the other one you used.
That's 2 for Angel. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
This is way too easy for her because she does everything with me, but I don't.
You see that?
It's a miniature version of it.
Well, I've seen this before.
Now, what is it? What does it do? What's its purpose?
I thought it was something from like one of the Lord of the Ring characters.
It's from Harry Potter.
Oh, Harry Potter.
Yeah, but what is its purpose? Like, it's a keepsake from Harry Potter. It's the firebolt. But that's not what its intended purpose is for. Do you know what it is for? Used for?
Is it a rectum thermometer?
Those are runes, not thermometer gauges.
Oh. Let's see.
Well, think more the kinds of things that I do. Like, what would I need that for as a housewife homemaker? You know, I cook, I clean, I garden, I do the accounting.
What would I need that for?
In all those circumstances?
No.
I have no idea.
Pick one. Okay, if I'm doing the accounting.
And I have some bills that I need to open.
Letter opener. That
You only get a half a
I
point for
see.
that.
Okay. Angel has 2. I have a half.
Doesn't that look like a letter opener? I mean, come on.
Okay, but
It's fancy. This even moves like the firebolt. Any of you Harry Potter fans out there? It's so cool. It was a gift from a good friend. Okay. Do you have any more?
I got one.
I
got
say I
another
got
one.
one more. Okay. One more is the idea starter. Oh dear, it's wrapped in paper towel. That's scary. Oh. Is that greasy?
It could have been. That's why I put it in.
This looks like a tool adapter of some sort because it's got this thing that makes it fit in.
What would fit on that?
This is for your impact wrench.
Angel got it. It's a swivel for the impact. So you can get in cool places and then...
Oh, it moved. It's cold. I didn't want to touch it too much.
Yeah,
It's cool.
so it can swivel and you can use it on an impact wrench for tight areas. I am just way too predictable.
You just tell me about everything. So.
I didn't know exactly what it was called. So, okay. So this was the conversation starter. This morning.
This morning, I am looking under the sink because we need another outlet in the bathroom. And we know there's this outlet under the bathroom. And we don't know if it's working. And this is what I found, okay?
He's like, what is this?
I have no idea what this thing was. So I said, hey, we need to do this for a video.
Okay, so do you still not know, or did you have time to think about it?
Okay.
It kind of looks like a shower head.
My guess, I can't even hardly guess, but
well, it's in the bathroom, so that should give you a hint.
That it has something to do with water.
With grooming.
Oh, like this is to groom my back hair. Except I don't have any back hair, so...
No.
You don't have back hair either.
No, so what do you think it's for?
Grooming the cat?
No.
Okay, here's what I was thinking, because we have this interface on the end, right here.
Mm-hmm.
We have this interface, so I'm thinking...
It connects to something.
Yes, you connect the only thing I can think of that you connect, and that has to do with bathroom and water, would be the shop vac. You stick the shop vac on, and so when the drain's not working right in the bathtub, you can soak up all the water except for the last bit.
That sounds very ingenuitive, but no.
No.
Let me show you. Hang on.
Seriously, does anybody know what the heck this is?
Does it make sense now? I don't remember how it goes on. I think it just fits in there.
Oh, it massages your head while you're blowing hot air.
Well, I mean, it does massage your head, but
There's grooves that it fits in. It pops,
So you
just pops in.
snap it in.
And now, when you blow dry,
Oh.
you can get a real voluminous blow drying sensation, and it will also
Okay.
do your scalp at the same time. But you do don't cool because otherwise you burn your scalp.
Your scalp. Okay. And you might melt these.
Could be.
Okay. Angel obviously won. I have one last thing though. And
Oh, is this the bonus?
this is the bonus round. What is this?
Ooh, this is a Coca-Cola from 26 years ago. What was the town that we were in?
1996.
1996
We drive
Coca-Cola.
through some of the back roads of Nashville, Indiana.
Yeah.
And I think it's
Oh shoot! What was the name of that little town? A little
like
podunk
Morgantown.
town. Yeah.
Morgantown,
yes.
maybe?
There's a little IGA there, or Super Value store, and we just wanted it to go in for something.
We bought a
A
6-pack
6-pack of them.
of Coca-Colas, and we still have 4 of them.
Yeah.
We tried 2 of them last year.
Yeah. Joel was home when he was living here at the time, and
Coke is not wine.
no.
It does not get better with age. Our marriage has done much better than the Coke has. This stuff
It
tastes
was
like
syrup.
turpentine.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
Syrup
just
gone
nasty.
bad.
So now we just keep them for mementos.
Yeah, because it's a cool bottle.
Yeah.
You
It's-
keep all the bottles.
Anyhow, thanks for joining us for our anniversary special. I hope you enjoyed it and found out a little bit more about Angel and I. Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel. And if you have any questions, post them below and we'll try to get them answered for you. We're looking for the next 26 years. So take care and God bless.
Yeah. So you really couldn't figure this out? I never use it. That's probably why.